So, the global financial crisis that happened between 2007 and 2008 was triggered by like a mix of factors. The main key factor was excessive borrowing for housing and then subsequent defaults after that. Basically, a bunch of low interest, high risk loans were taken out. This caused a bubble. Then a bunch of these loans defaulted and a bunch of money was just absolutely fucking lost. Why do I bring that up? I bring that up because Albaneses' disastrous 5% home deposit scheme is basically setting the stage for another fucking financial collapse. If you know the history, you'll be able to invest wisely and ride out this collapse to make a shitload of fucking money. And if you don't, it could possibly destroy you. Alright? Anyway, so what's Albaneses doing that's so fucking bad? Well, we're already in the midst of a fucking horrible housing and immigration crisis. The demand for housing is going up because we're importing far too many people into the country. There's already a bunch of homeless people. There's already basically a renter class, and we're getting more demand with immigrants for housing. Albanese, in order to try and alleviate this, but a cynical man would say he's deliberately doing it to destroy the Australian economy for the EU. I don't know why he would do that, such a thing. It seems absolutely fucking stupid because he lives in Australia. Has decided to allow access to everybody to borrow a shitload of money in order to buy houses with just a 5% deposit rather than the traditional 20 or whatever. This does a couple of things. First of all, unforeseen consequence of it is it greatly short-term increases the demand for housing, which absolutely increases the price of the housing. That's fucking bad for people who already can't afford 20%. Going into deep fucking loans and paying like an extra $200,000 or whatever it is in interest to buy houses, and then they may fucking default. Like, this whole thing's a fucking disaster. The idea was it was meant to alleviate the housing crisis. It has short-term made it worse by increasing demand. And it's increased the risk of these people defaulting on housing. Like, they already can't afford 20% deposit. They're going to have to borrow more over a longer period, pay more interest over a longer period. That's basically going to cause them to have a much greater risk of defaulting and or just getting locked into fucking grinding work for like most of their lives in order to pay this shitty interest off. It's a complete fucking disaster. It's setting the scene for another fucking global financial crisis. Like, it's such a disastrous fucking policy. I don't know why you would ever do it. So what are the best things to buy if you've got spare cash now in order to maximize your money? Well, the immediate short-term safe bet is to invest a lot in gold and precious metals because there's a limited amount of that and it tends to hold its value even during crashes, meaning it holds its value while the currency inflates and fucks up or whatever. So it should, you should have a fair bit of money once you sell those off. The other is, of course, US treasuries, government bonds, that sort of thing. They tend to hold their value as well, and they tend to be usually pretty safe. Of course, just hold your cash and your cash equivalents, like holding cash, money market funds, and that sort of thing. That will preserve your capital when the stocks and the real estate from all the loan defaulting plummets. Cash provides like liquidity, so to buy undervalued assets during the recovery. So once everything fucking crashes, bottoms out, there'll be certain government picked stocks that will be used to recover the economy. Like, this whole thing is just because Albanese is a fucking retarded communist that fucking... Oh, it's such a disaster. But once that happens, there'll be certain government pick stocks which will be chosen to, you know, dump all the tax money in to recover the economy. My guess is they're all going to be fucking energy stocks, because, you know, energy, food, supermarket, the big ones that are already kind of government backed. They'll probably be the ones that the government picks. At that point, they should be significantly lower in price after the crash, so those will be the ones you should buy. And like, they'll give you the most bang for your buck, the most value. Obviously, those ones that have bottomed out but not gone completely under and will recover will be your best bets for gaining value back. Those should be the ones you pick post this crash. That is almost definitely incoming because of Albanese being an absolute fucking dogshit communist retard UN globalist plant. He is... Oh, that's just... I can't imagine he's this stupid, right? But he also might just be this fucking stupid. Like, oh... Like, this is just such a fucking retarded communist thing to do. This is like fucking Anne Boleyn naively saying, let them eat cake when there's no fucking bread. Like, we're already in the fucking housing crisis, and his every decision is designed to just make that fucking significantly worse. Like... A naive person would look at the 5% deposit scheme and think, oh, he's attempting to make it better. That must be what he's doing. Short term, that just massively increased demand. And demand was already massively increased from the massive amount of fucking immigrants Australia's bringing in. Like, that's just driving housing prices up. Like, I would suggest insider trading even, probably in the Australian government. If you have a look at the people that are going to ride this to its absolute peak and then sell property to get a shitload of fucking money out of it, their portfolios would have to be quite up at the moment from the short-term artificial increase from this fucking stupid scheme. Like, this dumb shit, along with mass immigration, is just artificially inflating all the property prices for fucking boomers and people that own land and that sort of shit. That's all this is doing. And it is artificial. It will drop back to normal once all this shit gets corrected. But short term, if you ride the artificial inflation of property prices up and then sell when they're at the top, you'll be making more money there. So, like, have a look at all the people who are riding this up, riding these property prices up, and have a look at the ones that sell at the absolute peak. By looking at that, you'll probably be able to deduce who the people are who are behind this fucking travesty of a fucking idea. But fucking hell, talk about retarded communist fucking shit. Like, our leaders should be fucking smarter than this, right? This is fucking stupid. This is 2002, 2007, 2008 global financial crisis collapse. It is textbook what happened then, what is happening now. He is creating a position where people are going to default on their home loans. It's just an absolute fucking disaster. Like, if you were designing a policy to deliberately cause this is exactly what you would fucking do. Like, at what point, like, we all think Albo's an absolute fucking idiot, and he is an absolute fucking idiot. But at what point do you assume malice? Because, like, this is the worst possible policy you can fucking make. Like, for free, you can fix, like, the housing crisis and the immigration crisis. You just cut visas. You just cut people into Australia. Fucking easy peasy. You can do it for free. You've already got the systems in place to do it. You don't need to tax any money. You don't need to introduce any new policy. you can do it for free, and it won't cost anything. Won't cost the taxpayer anything. You won't need to introduce any new taxes. It'd be good for the fucking economy to do so. You would see less spending through the government, through welfare and shit like that, particularly among Muslims that have many wives, all of which don't work, all of which usually go on welfare. Like, you would see the system recovering a bit, like if you did this sort of thing. This is a fucking disaster. Like, 5% deposit, like, I haven't done the math on it, but I have to assume it's tens of thousands, if not like hundreds of thousands more in interest. The extra 15% for the deposit that you don't have, that's assuming people are like trying to pay it off quickly and everything like that. Like, that's a fucking disaster. And wages are fucking flat. They're just completely flat. And you've got massive competition for low-skilled work from all the fucking third world you're importing. This is a fucking absolute fucking disaster. This is going to fucking collapse Australia. Like, what the fuck is the decision making here? This is... like, it's gotta be evil, right? It's gotta be like deliberate fucking UN globalist shit attempting to collapse Australia for some fucking reason or another. Like, communists are fucking dumb. They do this stupid shit all the fucking time. But, I don't know, maybe, like, it's just a fucking retarded communist thing. They don't realise how much fucking damage they're doing. I don't know. And, like, there's aspects to this we haven't even talked about yet. The 5% deposit also applies to, like, low-skilled immigrants who are coming here. So you're going to have foreigners buying up land as well. So you're talking about Muslims and Indians as well. As well as, you know, Chinese and that sort of thing. That's an absolute fucking disaster. Especially when the situation you're creating is going to cause more competition for low-skilled work. And economic collapse, meaning loss of jobs, layoffs, all that sort of thing. Particularly low-skilled layoffs. And you're opening up this situation to Muslims and immigrants who are usually low-skilled if they work at all. What the fuck are you fucking doing? You're setting Australia up for, like, the biggest fucking collapse ever. Like, policy-wise. Like, policy-wise, that couldn't be more fucking stupid in terms of economic collapse. What the fuck are you doing? Like, this is fucking absolutely insane. This is retarded communist level shit. It seems as if he's doing it deliberately, right? Like, that's common sense. Everyone knows 2007, 2008, global financial crisis caused by a housing collapse. And a bunch of people defaulting on housing loans. Like, it's literally as pretty much as simple as that. I mean, what the fuck? Now you're creating a situation where you've incentivized the most logical path forward is people defaulting on housing loans. Like, that's fucking evil. Like, that looks a little bit like a World Economic Forum, you will own nothing and be happy permanent renter class fucking type situation. Like, that's not even conspiracy theory to fucking really suggest that at this point. Like, that's kind of what it looks like. I can't think of a fucking good reason why you would do this. Like... and all the fucking left-wing retarded people that literally aren't thinking about it, they just want a home for themselves, they're just greedily thinking, oh, how can I get into the property market and buy housing? They're not thinking at all about any of this. They're just thinking about themselves. They just want to buy housing. They just want the ability to buy housing. So is the lower class. It's like cynical. Like, that's something like the devil would do to destroy a fucking country. I can't remember what it was. It might have been Faust or something, but that is literally one of the devil's plays in Faust. He brings in the idea of credit and IOUs. I think it was Faust? I can't remember. But, like, the idea of credit or an IOU to an individual who long term probably won't be able to pay it back because of your economic policies and, you know, home policies, that sort of shit. That just seems like a devil play. That really seems like you're just trying to collapse Australia and fucking starve everyone. I can't imagine many countries, like even China, wouldn't really be interested in that, because China buys all of our fucking iron ore and everything, buying up a shitload of our land. We give them a shitload of food through trade. Yeah, like what the fuck is the plan here? Like, is Albanese just like an absolute retard? Like the most dangerous type of retard ever? Like Mao's Great Famine retarded communist level retard? Or is he actually fucking evil and he's deliberately trying to collapse Australia to kill people? Because this is a fucking absolute disaster of an idea. And people can fucking be able to predict it. Surely. Like, not... It's like a 1-to-1 of the fucking 2007-2008 global financial crisis. That is what is happening right now. That is obviously what is happening right now. Like, a cynical person would look at that, look at the EU and the whole, you know, digital ID thing and think, okay, what they're trying to do is collapse private ownership of everything. Absolutely collapse it, massively increase the risk of it, bankrupt fucking everyone. Then bring in digital ID and have the government control all markets. Fucking absolute disaster. Like, if that happens, it's basically another communism situation. The government's not going to be able to understand demand, even control supply. Like, people are going to fucking starve again. They're going to starve to death again in, like, large fucking huge numbers. Just like every other time in fucking history where this shit was attempted. Like, it's fucking absolute fucking disaster. I don't know why anyone would fucking attempt this dumb shit yet again. Like, it's just attempting centralized control. It's gonna just fucking collapse everything. And for what? You're not even gonna be in control of good things. Like, let's assume you do manage to do everything, gain completely centralized control of everything. Everything goes according to plan. You're going to be in charge of a bunch of collapsed, failing institutions and a bunch of really resentful populations. Like, already in the UK, there have been several multi-million person petitions against Keir Starmer. You've had people calling for a general election for Starmer to resign. I think that petition in particular got up to like 2.4 million or something like that. Like, that is a fucking humongous petition. And recently you've got the one saying, don't introduce digital ID, we don't want it, which is completely against, you know, the will of the population. You've got that one getting up to, what, 2.7 million? Like, oh, okay. Like, none of this is fucking working. None of this is going according to your plan, I don't think. But they're still trying with their stupid shit. Like, the sheer level of non-compliance for digital ID is going to be fucking massive. You've got 2.7 million people outright that are not going to comply with it. They're completely fucking loathing of the idea. They kind of understand what your plan is. They don't want any fucking part of it. You got 2.7 million people already signed a petition implying as much. That 2.7 million very likely is far more than that. This is just the people that could be bothered to sign a petition. you would have the other observers watching on that just couldn't be bothered to sign the petition. That's probably fucking more again. Then you've got reform leading in the polls, meaning these ideas are not fucking popular at all. It's just a complete fucking retarded disaster. Like, Keir's obviously some sort of fucking retarded communist piece of shit. Like, he was in the fucking Marxist clubs and all that sort of thing. Like, he was a fucking communist earlier on in his life. But, fuck. Against popular opinion, like, the petition alone means you need to have a debate about it. But he just announced that they were going to do it, and that there was a petition that said, do not do it. And then the response to the petition was, no, we're still going to do it. Like, you don't have popular will to do something like that. Like, Starmer himself has not been... he's not had popular public opinion yet. I think he's the most unpopular Prime Minister of all time in the UK. I think he's even beating Thatcher at that point. I don't know why you would fucking try to do this. Like, it's obviously some sort of fucking EU fucking globalist plot. Just to fucking absolutely destroy everything, because you think fucking communism is a good idea, I guess. But, what a fucking absolute disaster. What an absolute disaster. Like, if they succeed, it's going to result in millions starving to death. Like COVID, their collapse during COVID, that starved the third world fucking horribly. There was millions that starved to death. That China is currently lying about its population numbers now. It's suggested that a lot of these people died during COVID from, like, starvation and just government killings and all that sort of thing. That they may have over-counted their population by as much as 40% or whatever. That the AIs are estimating. Their policies are an absolute fucking disaster. Like, even in terms of control. And in the meantime, during all this fucking absolutely retarded centralized communist dumb shit, which is just an absolute disaster, like, in the meantime of all of that, they're just mass funding all the Islamic terrorism in the world, like, as much of that as they fucking can. There was a fucking graph thing that I saw that had a breakdown of aid given to countries, and, like, it was, like, the top, like, 10 of them were just all fucking shithole Islamic countries, usually in deep fucking civil wars. Like, okay, if the UN just stopped giving fucking these stupid third world shit nations money, my guess is global terrorism would just, like, fucking cease pretty much completely. Like, I'm pretty sure that's exactly where all these dictators are getting all the money for fucking weapons and shit like that. And, like, and it's not like the money's going to good causes anyway. Like, pretty much all of it just means the dictators get to stay in fucking charge and continue starving their people. Like, none of the money is, you know, helping the people, which is the point of the aid. But yeah, guys, hold on tight, because, you know, policy is creating a seemingly deliberate another global financial crisis. So, yeah, hold on tight, invest in precious metals, ride out the wave when it hits its bottom and the government starts to reinvest and provide stimulus. Look for the stocks that are, well, battered but government backed. They in theory should recover first and recover hardest. That will be where you make your money.